Hey everybody, it's Mike with Monkey Fab. It's important you know who it is, so don't get confused. Um, it's been a week since we've figured out what's wrong with this and put it back together, and I just don't fucking get it because I parked this thing right next to the car, right next to the transmission, and I figured it would have miracled itself back in there by now, but it hasn't. It's just sitting there mocking me. So that is the plan. Only got a few hours today. Got to go to a friend's birthday party thing, but we'll do what we can and start cracking on getting the engine back into the car and all that good stuff. Yay! All right, so I've been on about this many a times, but I'll show you what I did. So with this guy, I was having just like an easy place for me to get the oil from was just off this oil galley right here, which, you know, I could have went all the way back there, but it was just right here anyway. The downside of this is it is pre-filtered, so it's coming right off the oil pump from the pickup tube, off the oil pump, down the galley, through the filter, and then it goes up into the block. So what I did is I ran this to an oil filter, just a standalone, because it's a easy fix. And if you're running one of those turbos that blow up and you try to send it back and they want to know how the oil was getting there, then you can say, hey, it's filtered. But all that aside, what I like to do is put these little quick disconnects on there. That way, when you go to pull the engine, it's just one less thing you got to mess with. You can just pull this, and I since had the engine out 2 or 3 times since I originally did that, and just said, no, I won't, spend the extra time and get the quick disconnect. But this time around, I ordered 3 or 4 of these things, so they'll be ready to go, just in case I get the urge to turbocharge something. But yeah, they're just on eBay. It's just a paintball, 1/8 MPT paintball disconnect, and like I said, I've ran these before, no problem. They got a little O-ring inside them. You just pop them on and you're good to go. And when you go to pull the engine, you just pop it off and problem solved. So just wanted to share that top tip with you guys. that was literally the only goal I set for myself, was to get this engine back in this engine bay for today, because I don't know if you guys noticed in the video or not, but I'm like gimping around. Something to my back, and it feels like I just got a hot knife just shoved in there that's not going anywhere. Fortunately or unfortunately, it is makes no difference whether I'm moving or laying down or doing anything, so I might as well just keep moving. But I'm definitely slowed down today, so that's why I'm gimpy. And then I have to leave in an hour to go to a friend's thing, so but yeah, hey, we got that put in there, and that's something. Some progress is better than no progress. So I think I'm gonna swap out the injectors, since I have the guy right here. It'll just be easier to do this out of the deck, out of the engine bay, and throw in the Snake Eater 1500s. So, and then we'll get the manifold back on, so won't have to worry about dropping bolts and doohickeys down the intake manifold, because that'd be a bummer right about now. So the cool thing about these Siemens, Snake Eater 1500 cc's is that they should be good. Lots of power, way more than what my turbo is capable of. And there's supposed to be a drop. Supposed to be a drop in replacement for the Siemens Deca 80s that I already got in there. So that's convenient. That's how lazy I am, honestly. Is when I saw Matt Happel using these, or speaking of them, on Sloppy, I automatically was like, great, I got to get those, because I should probably turn this off. Powering off. Because I'm too lazy to make another set of spacers. Let's see, what do we do? What do we need? I think we just pop these guys free. They're free. How many gallons will fuel roll hold? The answer is quite a bit. Quite a bit. Oh man, you almost can't tell the difference. Look at that. Look at that. You see? Which one's which? Which one's which? So this one is a Snake Eater because it says SEP 1500. So there you know. It's an SEP 1500. There we go. Bam. Now, just needs to go back to their home. the Snake Eater Performance 1500cc injectors in there, and the manifold on, our fuel lines are hooked back up, and yeah, we don't have to worry about dropping bolts in there for the most part, unless we get bolts in there, which would be bad. But yeah, we're pretty good. I'm out of time, so I got to go get ready to go to a thing, and maybe tomorrow we'll get the transmission, throw it in there, just start nugging away on stuff. At this point, it's just a matter of just putting everything back on. So, you know, you guys saw what it was like, take it apart. It's the same to put it back. So we'll just start doing those things and nugging away at it a little bit at a time.